Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another anime chapter manga review. Welcome once again, guys. I get in such a groove in recording that I forget what I'm recording. It is going to be a manga review, specifically on Shojo Null. Shojo Null is a series releasing on Shonen Jump. Not sponsored by them, so you can find it wherever else. There is 8 chapters out. This is one that I'm keeping up with. I'm going to return to doing chapter reviews this week, so don't miss those reviews. Some of these series I have to catch up on because I did 3 weeks of first impression videos, so now I gotta catch up on my manga review. So this is gonna be chapter 8. As time of recording, it's the most current one. I believe this Sunday which is in 2 days, there'll be chapter 9 releasing, so you might see chapter 8 and chapter 9 released in this week. If not, chapter 9 will release the next week in my channel. So pretty interesting chapter, to be honest. Now, before anything else, if you haven't done so by now, there is 7 chapters on this series, so go check those out on my channel. Give some love to my channel by commenting, liking, and sharing, because that just helps tremendously. And if you're watching up to this point, you haven't done so, then please do subscribe. That also helps quite a bit, so please make sure you guys are doing that. I do quite a bit of chapter reviews, but also volume reviews. So if you want to catch some of those volume reviews, go check them out here on my channel. So, okay. Chapter 7 ended with a investigator who we learn his name in this chapter, Amamiya. He sees Marie off a window and he's like, wait, isn't that the Jinjin we're looking for? So that's how chapter 8 starts. Now he throws it off as in the girl is acting too human-like. So he drives off and he goes and meets with the commander. Now the commander is the one that is basically making all these raids. They're killing people left and right? He asked the commander, is there a possibility, a malfunction, that one of these Jinjins can act like a human, with feelings and all that? And he's like, that's impossible. So he himself even confesses to the director, like, I saw a girl that looks just like the Jinjin we're looking for in this home. Is there a possibility again? He's like, no, there is 100% sure there's no possibility that a Jinjin, a android, can act like a human. So Amamiya is not convinced, and he ends up convincing someone below him to essentially bug the house of where Ria and Marie are living. Now, the episode continues where Marie already knows. She is trying to act as normal as possible, and Ria's like, what's wrong with you? And she finally lifts a paper saying, we're being listened to. They act super weird. Anyone who is told to act normal will probably act like this, and they do. They act very awkward, like, oh, what a nice weather today, right? They eventually find a room which is in the cellar where it's not bugged, and they're able to contact Mimizuku. Now, if you forgot who Mimizuku is the person that is, I guess, their intel personnel. They live in underground community, and they pretty much are giving Marie and Ria some information. So Mimizuku tells Marie, like, oh yeah, I have your whole house bugged as well, so I found out that it was bugged before you guys knew it was bugged. And they're like, oh, that's so amazing, like, how would you know, how did you bug our house? And it's like, not important, let's go to the actual important point, which is you're being bugged right now. And she sends him a picture of the person. This is Amamiya. He's an investigator, and Ria recognizes only the eyes of the investigator, and says he was there, or at least to himself, he was there when they raided my house and killed my father. Now, while this is happening, Amamiya is with the intel guy from the cops himself, and they themselves are like trying to figure things out, putting one and one together. They find a record on Marie, which again was falsified by Mimizuku, but they found one, and Amamiya's not convinced whatsoever. Now Ria and Marie go through a plan of them giving a fake story while they're listening, which is basically Ria saving Marie from this underground world, the Yukasa possibly chasing them, and Marie working at this floor store, trying to, I guess, give them a reason of why they might find her record curious. And Amamiya goes, well, that's probably why I was feeling funny about this record. Now, as a reader at this point, we're hoping, okay, he's gonna drop the case, but the chapter actually ends with Amamiya, the investigator, going to the florist shop to ask the guy, do you have a person with the name Marie working under you right now? And that's the end of chapter 8. Now, Amamiya is around the corner. She's there. He's definitely figuring things out and finding out that they're not saying as much as the truth that they think they're saying. So yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to see what's gonna happen next. I hope they're not caught. To be honest, I hope Amamiya it falls into their hands and they can get intel from the cops. I don't know if that will happen, but it's very much plausible. So, yeah, chapter 8 was intense. It really was. We still don't know who Mimizuku exactly is. We, at the very time right now, assume that he's a friendly person, but he pretty much can be whoever. He could backstab Riyad Marie, and we could have never seen it because we don't know who that person is yet. So we'll find out eventually. Mamiya, right around the corner. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I do appreciate everyone who joins and watches these videos. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.